Good morning. This is our plan for the second day of the Christ College Robin Hood Row, setting off from Newark on Friday the 6th of July, and we plan to stop at a landing stage near the village of South Clifton, which is approximately half of the distance. The problem with this stretch of the river is that it's tidal, so therefore finding a suitable landing stage which will be available at all levels of tide is somewhat problematic. So we've chosen this place, South Clifton. There is a angled landing stage which is in fairly disreputable condition, but it should serve our purpose, which is accessible quite easily from the road with about 50 yards of walking. If it's a nice day, it may be best to just sit in the grass and have a picnic on the river, but if not, then we should probably load into 2 cars and travel to a local pub. There aren't too many in the immediate vicinity, so this is probably not such a good idea. South Clifton, don't carry on down the village, turn left at Grass Triangle to a dead-end road and follow that through several corners until you reach the a fisherman's parking space by 2 houses. We don't want to go to Girton, that's back upstream. We'll cross this stile, ignore the gate on the left, and we need to go right down to this way and then look for a 60-kilometre signpost. And drop down to the river at that point. From this point we can see the gate and stile on the left. Ignore that. Go to the right, down to the river, and we're approaching the power station. So from Cotton Pass, if we descend this track towards the camera, and we come to the 60-kilometre milepost, which is directly beneath the power lines. From that 60-kilometre point we just head straight over the bank here. So this is a stone jetty at South Clifton, which you approach from that direction, and the jetty slopes in to the water. So it should provide a variable landing stage. There is just on the right there a small inlet. Here, immediately opposite there is a jetty that's falling into the river, and this is a coal landing stage, and the lane itself is called Coal Lane. And we shall approach it from, this is looking upstream. Jetty on the left. Power station in front, and just below us here to the right, beyond this jetty, is a small inlet which we'll look at in a moment. Approach to the small cove. If the jetty is unusable, this cove might give us a gentler access. At the moment it's low tide, so it's fairly muddy. That's going to be a feature of the day. There are rocks on either side of the entrance,